Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benz, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. Ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then it vanish. Ooh, I can't stand it. Out of all the way you move and see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, now tables turn. God's plan, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. On my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not puzzle making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. For real. On the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just where I live, for real. For real.
Good morning all. Hope we're all well. Hope everyone's doing good. Steak and lobster. It's a good combination. Surf and turf, as they call it. Not bad, not bad. Let me see. I'm all systems go. You guys know the drill. We look good here. Everything seems like it's working as far as I can see. And yeah, let's get into it. Beautiful push overnight. Shame that didn't happen during when I was awake here. That would have been a nice clean setup one here. Close above the range. Clean candles to the left. 200 here. Nice target here. Pretty decent move actually. What time did this come at? 4 a.m. Yeah, this is an hour after Asian Open. So the Asian Open volume came up here, filled up this range. So that was very, very nice. But guys killed it yesterday. I like to see that. Gold was also an option yesterday. I should post that in Harry's Trades. Forgot. But yeah, let's go and get into it. Start off with the news here today. Let's have a look what we got going on. Today is going to be a Tuesday. We do have claim and count change. This is unemployment, right? So we're looking at unemployment. This is the number of people claiming unemployment. If we see less people claim unemployment, that is actually positive for pound, but we will potentially see a negative move. Reason being, right? Reason being is that if labor market's doing well, it's going to give them the opportunity to reduce interest rates, okay? If they reduce interest rates, obviously that's weaker for pound. Now, if this number comes back worse than expected, we could see short-term volatility spike either up or down. These are really hard to predict. It's not like CPI. We could see it either way. Rate, how's the rate come back? Rate, they're expecting 4.3. Last time came a 4.3, same as forecast. We got 4.2 here. Yeah, it's hard to say. We you know, you can't really predict what the rate is. There's nothing. It's not like NFP where we have employment claims before NFP that we can basically gauge what's going on with that. It's not the same. Whereas this is just like the only data that we have. So we'll have to see what this comes out as. Am I expecting? What am I expecting? Well, for the past 5 months here, we've come back always better than forecast here. We've always come back lower than forecast. Last time it came back really low. We got 8.9 here. That should have sent pound down, if I would imagine, right? So we should have seen potentially actually a spike up, because it would be positive. It should be a spike up followed by some sort of maybe potential spike down. When was that date? Let's go and research this. This was on May 14th. So let's go back to May 14th here and see if we can find May 14th. Where are we now? We're in May 2nd, too far. May 22, also too far. Oh, let's go on 15 so we can be a little bit more accurate here. Where are we? 30th of May. Okay, getting closer. Where are we? 22nd May. Need to go back more. Where are we? 14th of May. Here. So what time was news? News here is at 10 o'clock, right? 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Here, so you get, yeah, look, you get that spike down followed by the move up, right? So initial spike down followed by a move up, and then it sells off, gives a nice pullback. Actually pretty similar scenario to what we have today, where we have filled our LTA. Yeah, this is freaking exactly the same. So we filled our LTA. I wonder if this happened during Asian. No, this we were lucky enough to get in New York, but this we filled our LTA. Now we're sitting at resistance. We spike one more time into resistance after doing a liquidity grab down first, and then we dump, create a nice support to continue bullish, which is something I'd be expecting or looking for today. Because if we look, finally we've got our range resolution. Like I was saying, if we could get a 4-hour candle closing outside of the range and break the high, that's your trade, right? There's your close outside the range, break the high, boom, we're gonna have that breakout. And this is what we were waiting for all London. We needed one more liquidity grab, but all London we were waiting for that breakout. It didn't come till late, about just before London close, late NY session here. So previous daily obviously closed bullish here, previous 4-hour closing bullish. It's a bullish session, price makes sense to go up, but we're stuck at resistance now. Bring back drawings. I do need to mark this. I haven't marked this. Let's mark this here. Mark this as 4-hour resistance, right? That is definitely something we need to consider. At daily, we're basically at daily resistance almost, so that is going to be target for today. So we are at target for today. I want to see what happened last time. I want to see price, if news could spike up into 4-hour resistance, reject, come back down to 200, 199, 900. That'll be great here. That'll be great. to see, you know, potential buys from that zone there, right? That's exactly what I'd be looking for, to be honest. Is to see pullbacks for buys would be ideal here, and yeah, that would be much better to see some sort of pullback for buys here. Somewhere from down here would be great. If we could get pullbacks to 200, that's where I'd be looking for buys. For news here, coming in around 20 minutes, for news in 20 minutes here, based on what happened last time, there's a possibility to trade the news based on what data has come out the last time. Now, of course, it's a little bit riskier here, but if you get the liquidity grab first, then flip and break this high, I feel you could get at least a push to this daily resistance. It's only 9 pips away, but you would just have to put stops below the liquidity grab. So we'll see how that ends up happening. Yeah, we'll see what ends up happening there on that front, but that's basically, I have my plan, pull back from buys, then I heard you pull back for buys. Man, I'm on the right track. Well, yeah, that's an easy plan. Don't get ahead of yourself. Come on. Joking. Man's impressed. So that's it. That's really it, man. It's nothing too complicated. Yeah, that's all I'm looking for. So let's go ahead and look at gold in the meantime, right? Gold in the meantime. I see you guys seeing CPI tomorrow. Yes, CPI is tomorrow. That's a big one, focus of the week. I expect CPI rates to be kept the same. Inflation here is the only threat. If we see inflation tick down here, that is going to be if we see inflation tick down here, that is going to be bullish on gold. Yes, bullish on gold. So we'll talk about that tomorrow, but it will be bullish on gold. Rates, I expect them to keep the same for pretty like 90% sure. The speech is going to give us a lot of clarity. This I expect to come back, if it as the same, if not a little bit less. So we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, that was a little liquidity grab that just happened right now. Check this out. Nasty little liquidity grab before news. Try catch people out trying to hold longs into news, right? So we're seeing a bit of volatility come into the markets here. We'll see what ends up happening. So looking at gold here, doing the analysis on gold, still have this alert from yesterday. We're looking for buys above here. It came pretty nice 30-minute close above. That was my plan yesterday. Guys in the group all managed to execute on that. Yeah, for the sells, man, I'd be very careful with the sells here, because you know we are bullish session. We need more confirmation for sells. But yesterday New York session, everyone did quite well here. We can see taking gold here. Some people took GJ this as well on the second retest. This was nice to retest the highs. Yeah, exclusive group at work, right? They're at work, and this is exactly what we want to see. This plan that I sent for gold was sent super early, but it took a lot of time to play out, right? We just took, look, I sent this plan here 2307. I said I need something closing above 2307. Pull back, close above. It pulled back, and then we get the close above. That's your trade, right? But that didn't come till around, you know, 6:30, 7 o'clock my time. But nice, we got support above it, and then 5 minutes left the zone as well, giving you more confirmation. But very clean move here. This alert can go. Thank you very much. Best thing was the prediction of 2 setup 5 yesterday on GJ. Yes, we did also put that in my New York plan yesterday. That was nice to see that also happen. Yeah, it was good. That was the only moves for me yesterday, was those 2 moves. Those were the clearest moves. After that, I don't really see much. And before that, I think trading this chop was a little bit risky. These are the clean moves, right? Outside of this zone is quite straightforward. So let's have a look at daily time frame here. High drawings for now. So previous daily closings bullish at support here, right? So we have created a support, actually technically a high low. We do need to break daily high to see continuation. 4-hour time frame at the same time has now created resistance. This could be an amazing opportunity to get a retest of this zone here, which is our previous 4-hour support here, right? So this is a previous 4-hour resistance, sorry. Retest here. If we see 4-hour candles closing bullish by New York, we could see us trying to revisit the highs here, which could be interesting. For now, we do have these candles closing bearish here. Trying to sell right now is a bit too late. Be very, very careful selling gold at this time. As we are trading into the support, I would say to sell gold right now is probably going to be below 95s here. But be very careful trying to sell gold right now. Buys above here can make sense as well. I do like the idea of that. Buying above that. This 4 hour, do I really care about it anymore? Not really. That's bye-bye. Yeah, buys above here can make sense to go tap at least into 306. 2306. That's about it for gold sells. I'm not too comfortable till we break back in the range. We're tapping into 4 hour here. We're very close to tapping into 4 hour, that's for sure. So I don't want to be selling into that. This is like a heavy rejection zone. I'd rather trade away from that. Now, if we do create some sort of structure, we need more price action. You could potentially, it's a very tight range though. Selling below here to get to here, 18 pips. Depends on how you close, but that's about it. That's about it in terms of looking for that. You know, let's see what 30 and 1 hour are saying. You know, 1 hour is tapping its previous support here, 30 minutes tapping into its previous zone here. So yeah, you need something closing back in this range, but your range is small here, so I'd be careful. You know, 5 minute did close back below, did break the low, and then just rejected. So it's already showing me rejection from here. So have to be careful in that zone. I rather realistically look to trade back to the zone or trade above the highs, to be honest. That's what I would look for, right? I mean, if we come back down and then create some sort of higher low here, we could actually look for early buys as well. That is not crazy. But I'd like to see a full retest first of 22.97 to be comfortable with that. Otherwise, I'll look for above 23.03 for buys. And that's the plan here. That's the plan. So let's see what GJ's done. Did a liquidity grab here. And now back in the range. People are saying do a poll for news. We can do a poll for news. And yeah, that's the analysis. Let's get it, guys. Let's see what happens today. And yeah, leave a like on the stream. You guys know the drill. 400 of us in here. And yeah, I'm gonna put a poll for you guys. There we go. So you guys can vote up or down. Do you have a video on how to draw the support and resistance? Yes, all over my channel. You can go visit my channel. You can watch my full free course that's going to show you how to market. My support and resistance strategy here as well. It will show you how to manage that, all on my channel. Sir, please can you answer long or short? This is new. This is new. Long or short, guys. This is the best today. This is the comment of today. Is long or short, not short, short today. This is the comment of today. We have to frame this. Thank you very much. For you, you got spotlight, my friend, Mr. Car Music. You get the spotlight. Long or short? It's not, it's real, man. This is real. That's why you guys made me the shirt. Next t-shirt coming up. Yeah, you should have not buy or sell, long or short. Sale or bail. For New York, I was looking for setup for because of bearish bias on what? GJ or gold? Brother, for gold, as I said, you had to listen to my analysis. Buys will potentially make sense from here up. Sells would make sense back inside the range. Right? That's your long or short. Let's see what you guys are saying for news here. Let's see what news votes are doing. We have 118 votes, 78 likes. Guys, I always catch you here. How do you vote 119 times but like 78? What's the difference? 70% of people are saying up on news. 70. This is a very big vote here. 70 people saying up on news. It does make sense. So if news opens here 9 minutes, wicks down first, then breaks the high, you could try scalp that towards the upside, right? Bias was not bearish in New York. We had two 4-hour candles closing bullish. We had this 4-hour candle close bullish and then that 4-hour candle close bullish. So it wasn't a bearish bias. Especially after this candle closed bullish, change of structure as well. That's why the buys above here made sense. This move here was the 4-hour candle closing bullish. So now you just wait for pullback in that 4-hour candle. It creates a higher low, close above the range. That's your trade, right? And that's what we put in the plan, and that's what we had to wait. It took time though. It really took time. You just had to be patient here. You had to be patient. That's why I set an alert and waited for my alert to trigger. You know? I voted up because it says, do you like the stream? Did you like the stream? What's your consecutive loss number on stream, bro? I think we've taken only 2 losses in a row before. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, here. And this is a 5 pip loss, man. I'm not too worried about this. I'm not too worried about a 5 pip loss here. I don't really... I mean, you could consider this one loss here combined. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say 5 pips is a big loss. Most of the time we're managing risk. I mean, here, look, we took a full loss. Here, also full loss. But when we get the chance, that's the thing. When we get the chance to manage risk, we take less here, like minus 0.6, stuff like that. Right? So when we get the chance, we get to do that. Past the 10k challenge, got 2,000. Oops, I pressed space. Got 2,000 in payouts. Let's go, bro. But now I'm breaking even, kind of losing. Should I take a break and evaluate myself or keep trading? Keep trading, man. But you need to be more active and sharing what's going on, right? We can't see what's going on right now at the moment. So you're not sharing your charts, asking for feedback or what happens, right? So this is how we're gonna see what has caused, right? Are you keeping a journal, right? Everyone in the group, I encourage to keep a journal. Why keep a journal? So you should be keeping at least a light journal. Do I have to send you stats of May? Send me, no problem, bro. So you have to be keeping a journal to see, okay, what has changed here? Because remember, 1 or 2 bad trades, guys, can change your month. Think about it. If you take a bad trade in the beginning of the month, or beginning of the week, sorry, say Monday you take a loss. Tuesday you're trying to recover that loss. You take a small win that didn't recover the loss. Now Wednesday you take another loss. Now you're back down because the small win didn't even cover the first loss, so you're down even more. Now you hesitate to take the good positions. You hesitate again to take the good position. Thursday, Friday, there's no trade. Now you come back Monday and again you're trying to recover the loss. You take a win by Tuesday. Now on Tuesday you've only recovered the one loss that you took after the first loss. Wednesday there's no trade. Thursday there's no trade. Friday you take a small win because it's end of week and you close early. Now you recover half of. You see what I mean? That's the cycle you get stuck in. So it's just because you're hesitating and then you're trying to manage risk too much. Those are the 2 mistakes in that scenario, right? If you're trying to find out what your mistakes are, that's it is, right? That's what's going on there. So you're actually not doing bad, right? You're not doing bad because you only took 2 losses, but you're messing up after the losses, right? By taking small, by taking small wins and not trusting yourself and then doubting and then doing this, right? It's a wicked game, yes. So I thank you. This is Picasso. How much should I sell that for? Can you not see the eyes, the face, the hair tie? Abstract art. All right, 197 votes, 126 likes. Catching you guys, catching you. You are laughing at someone type sort, but your tenses are terrible. How can you type, did you like the stream? Yes, it's a question. Did you like the stream? Did you like the stream? Did you press like on the stream? Did you like the stream? I'm not asking you, do you like the stream? I'm asking, did you like the stream? As did you press a like? So your comprehension is terrible. Maybe that's something you need to work on, comprehension-wise. Picasso, yeah, I like that. And you need to take a chill pill, man. You don't know the joke. You guys don't know the joke of buy and sell. It's the question we get. Sir, buy or sell? Sir, long or short? It's the question we always get. Your communication is bad. All right, brother. Thank you very much for your feedback. I am always open to feedback. No hate. But then maybe then don't watch the stream if you don't like it. We're just all here chilling. And that's it. All right. 2 minutes till news. 2 minutes. Let's all unlike the stream at once and give him a birthday present. Really, it won't bother me, to be honest. I mean, I just say that for the YouTube business. So buy or sell? I told you, you have to listen to the analysis. Price doesn't work buy or sell. There's zones you buy above, there's zones you sell below. Right? If GBP news is positive, GJ will go up or down. So if we see numbers come back better than expected, we will see a small spike up. If we see numbers come back worse than expected, we're going to see a spike down. Now, if we see unemployment rate here tick up, you're going to see a negative move in GBP. Temporarily, because it's actually positive, because that means they'll keep interest rates higher for longer. So we'll see a 1 minute 16 seconds. I'm going to close the votes. 68% of people voted up. 68% of people voted up. So you guys expect it to go up? I see it going up. I see it going up, especially after this liquidity grab down. If this candle opens, wicks down and then breaks the high, you could try scalp it above the high. How big are stops going to be here? 13 pip stops, and if you get up to here 200, 2.5, you have about 1 to 1 there. Might experiment that with low risk. Let's see how it opens. Spread's gonna be mad though. That's why you needed to wick down first though. Needed to wick down first. Here's a move up first. Yeah, you need a wick down to get that. So I do expect it to tap at least into the daily resistance here would be a minimum, but I don't trust this move just yet. Not something I'm taking, of course. And this is why. Because that's why you always need wick down, right? Very important. So news obviously has come out without me looking here. I would say rates have come out higher than expected, and numbers would have to have come out right now also higher. So let's have a look what we got going on. So I expect maybe we see this number here come out at like holy shit, 50k. I told you higher than expected for rates, but 50k? Are you kidding me? That has to be wrong. That has to be wrong. 50K? This is like bad. We were averaging 11, 14, 16, 10, 8. Now we go to 50? Holy shit. This should dump price heavier than this. I'm surprised market not reacting. No, that's 50K in 1 month have claimed unemployment. Error, I think? I don't know, but damn. So that means that in the previous months, this is how much people have signed unemployment. So we had 8,000 people sign unemployment, 10,000 people, 16,000 people, 14,000. But last month, we had 50K people sign unemployment. 50K. Now the market is really confused because that's actually positive for pound. Why is it positive for pound? That means they can't reduce interest rates. Actually, wait. No, that's going to be effective. Oh, makes it really complicated, actually. It makes it complicated because now that makes it somewhat negative for pound because they want to reduce interest rates here to help the economy, right? Hey, can you do a video? The video is already done, man. You can check that video about fundamentals. It's called here. It tells you about the main events. I was wrong for ignoring fundamentals. 16K views. Check it out. NFP, FOMC, CPI. It tells you the main events and how to understand them, right? So very interesting here. That's always why you want that bottom wick first, because this is just grabbing liquidity, right? Now, the good thing is that this can create a pullback. We want this to dump a little bit more so that we can take buys back up to the top of the range here. It's negative for GBP. They can cut rates. Well, no, they can't cut rates because job market is doing bad. The job market has to be doing good for them to cut rates. That's why in US there's talks about cutting rates because job market is strong. The only missing piece of the puzzle for US and and rate cuts is the inflation is still high. It's not at the 2% target. CPI, which we will find out tomorrow, has been hovering here at 3.4. It's not good. They want it at 2%. Dropping interest rates is good for FTSE, but cutting rates sell the pound? Yes, exactly. See what gold has done? Gold is still sitting at this support here right now. GJ is going to make up its mind now. We will see the resolution from news here. How much of a move have we got so far? This candle is 29 pips. Pretty much average, to be honest. If jobs are bad, people are spending less, it helps with inflation. But no, if people are spending less, then companies have to charge more in order to cover costs, right? Because their interest rates is high, so it's hard for them to borrow money. So it just puts the economy down as a whole, right? That's the problem that we face. Respecting this 5-minute support zone here at 2100-ish. What level will you buy? I need support to form to buy. If it can come down more, would actually be better for my buys here, so we can have more space. What is interesting for today is that the weekly resistance, daily resistance was not tapped. So we still have target for that to be tapped. We still have target for that. If that was tapped first, I would be a little bit more hesitant. Yes, we have tapped 4 hour. We can easily reject from here for sure. But, you know, in terms of if we're going to look for buys, we can still see potential revisiting at least weekly daily resistance if a setup does form. When does New York open in Dubai time? It opens at 4 o'clock Dubai time. Wouldn't you expect continuation? Yeah, you can expect continuation. You know, you can expect a little bit of set off here, profit taking happening. Problem is, do we get heavy pullbacks before liquidity grabs? But you could risk it for the biscuit for sure. You would just rely on this news volume to continue here. I was looking at like a 5-minute thunder potentially. I was even watching the 1 minute here, how the 1 minute's forming. Just to see what it's doing. The problem is the pullbacks you take on the 1 minute. I mean, breaking this low, which is the 5-minute low here. How much did it give you? 4 pips? It's not much, you know. Target is like 10 pips away. I don't, you know, it's if we had like big range here for us to like completely dump into, would be nice. See what gold is doing now. Gold's starting to try to populate its way towards the upside. See if this 15-minute can close bullish. Again, I think best buys on gold are going to be above here. These are your best buys. They're going to be above this line here. Let's double click this. If we can buy earlier, we will try to, but at the moment we're stuck at this resistance. Let's see what 1 hour is doing. Yeah, we're stuck at this 1 hour 30-minute resistance. Remember, that's where your lower high would come from. Your lower high would come, lower high would come from here. So be careful. Above here is a possible scalp back up to here for sure. Especially if we get 5-minute pullback and close above, we could scalp it back up to here and see if we get the continuation. That's something I'll populate as well. We'll just have to see how price reacts here. We can mark this as well. There's a weekly there as well. Yeah, let's have a look. Definitely, yeah, there's a weekly there as well. I mean, we've crossed through it quite a few times on lower time frames, so it's not too relevant, but we can see we're still reacting off it. So yeah, it's good to mark it and use it as definitely an area of concern, right? Anyways, there's no way to buy back into that at the moment. We didn't make the full 4-hour retest, which I don't like. I would have preferred to see the full 4-hour retest happen. I also like buying above here because that will be the flip, right? That will be the flip of the 4-hour, which is always cool to get in on a flip. Right, this is why I didn't want to early sell gold here, because of these pullbacks we're seeing. So we can see there's a bit of confusion here of what the news. We're not seeing a straight dump, very straightforward move. We're actually seeing a bit of pullback and etc. Potentially a next 5-minute candle closing below here, we could retrace some of that move. Even this 5-minute here, actually, if it closes deep, it could be worth a scalp here. Stops are not too crazy, I think. Yes, 10 pips. We have 10 pip target back here. Damn, red folder GBP news is not making volume. We did get a volume. I mean, 30 pip move is average. But no, it's not making the best volume, but that's how GJ's been recently. GJ, you just have to be patient for setups on GJ. That's how it's been. How's GU doing today, guys? How comfortable are you setting in GJ in bullish bias? I know we're at target. It's counter trend, but I would just be relying on post-news momentum, etc., etc., to just continue the move. That's what I'd be looking at, man. Basically, how negative the news came out. And if a setup forms, I feel like we could get a wick fill, at least back down to here. Not something I would be like full risking on and stuff like that. I'm still bullish, and I would still be looking for my main trade being buys here, but I'm contemplating scalping it. GJ in 2022 was amazing. Yeah, it was very decent back then, yes, for sure. Here's a video explaining watch zones. Yeah, we talk about it. If you go and check content library, you'll find out which exact video it is. Watch zones are just basically zones that have already been crossed through. Do you dumped? Yeah, you're looking. Yeah, we had the same news here as GJ, right? Same news event came through here. Do you also at this pivotal point here? Now we're breaking previous 4-hour lows. Possible could sell it. It's counter trend, so it would be the same idea as GJ. But now it's doing that. It's hard, right? It's hard. No, you don't have to wait 4-hour close. It's just counter trend, but you don't have much range. Your break even is super close here. Ah man, we closed too deep here on GJ. We closed too deep for me here on GJ. I don't have enough range to trade this. That's the problem. Target would be around. I mean, I could move break even here at 500 and try to get past it. Let's see if we can make a top wick here. We're closing deep. No real bottom wick. Need to see how that looks on my broker. Yeah, I have no bottom wick on my broker, so it's not the best close here. I want to see 15 as well. Does 15 have bottom wick? Yeah, it's not the best close here. You know, this is coming close to our buying zone, so I'd rather just wait for the buys to play out. Give me a sec, guys. I'll go toilet, come back. Yeah, this can potentially end up into buys here as well, which I rather prefer with session buys being bullish. We do have good range now formed. Previous 1 hour did close bullish here. We just don't want this to do like a spike. We want it exactly actually what happened last time. If we can get the same as what happened last time, this is exactly what we want. And we did get it last time, so that's where are we? Right, if you look what happened last time. Where's May? This is what happened last time, right? Popped up, pulled back, deep pullback, same type of candle here, and then 15-minute close bullish. That 15-minute candle close bullish, we can look to execute on buys from that zone, right? That's the type of trade we want. So we want something the same here, right? We want the same to happen here, for it to just chill here for 10 minutes. Hopefully it can create some sort of next 5-minute close bearish and the next one close above. Buys on gold soon. Let's see what's happening. We're getting close to the zone here. For me personally, I need a close above, right? I need a close above on gold as well. Could we see it mirroring that move on the 4 hour? Let's have a look. Move down. If it closes, yeah. If it does close bearish, then yeah, we could see that. But for now, we are still active in this breakout. We have reached target. We didn't reach the daily target yet. So that's the only room we have. So we could see this pull back, give us one more retest. That retest could fail. And then we see it come down. What happened with GU? Yeah, GU trying to retest here. Euro USD as well. Didn't get impacted by the GBP news. Looks like it wants to try fill some of this LTA towards the upside. I want to see if GU closes back in the range. Possible setup 4? Yeah, that is possible setup 4. You probably want above that. I don't trade gold. Is there any correlation between these two? You mean GJ and gold? Sometimes they move opposite, sometimes they move together, but it's not really the same. We need to see GJ chill here, man. We need to see GJ chill. This is not good what it's doing right now. It's not good at all. It will not give us an entry. We need to see what it did last time. What it did last time was perfect scenario. An easy setup at that time. If this just ends up doing an FU candle and closing all the way up here, then it is what it is, you know? But this is definitely not good that it's just pumping like this. And we need 15-minute support because we don't want to take this on a 5 and then the next 5 just closes bearish here and you're in trouble. I mean, it could be worth it to take 5 break of high here, but this is highly risky here. I don't know how confident I am. It's not the biggest range to the retest as well. 4 pips. Do I have more moves in gold or GJ? Which one's better? That's why I have both. Sometimes GJ doesn't move, and then gold will move. Sometimes both don't move. If I start to see markets become inconsistent, like the 2 pairs I trade, GJ and gold, I have to look at a backup pair, right? Which, you know, obviously I'll have a look at to have a backup pair, because in times where you don't have potential setups, it's good to have a backup pair. And just use it just for that, you know, just as backup. What's your backup pair? I don't have any yet. I've not needed to deploy it, but if I was to have a backup pair, I'd probably go and put in an indice, because normally if Forex is ranging during London session, it's ranging. Like if my backup pair is GU, it's probably gonna be, you know, I can always put GU as a backup pair for sure, but normally if markets are full on ranging like yesterday, then it's gonna range on every pair. You'd want something like an indice, you know. What's your plan on GJ? If we can create some form of support here, I'm looking for buys. You're a GJ seller? Yeah, every time you come to stream, you're a GJ seller. And since then, GJ has gone up. So just be careful keeping your mind locked on sells. It's not going to be the best thing, you know? How many pair to focus to be more consistent? I mean, start with 1 just so you get, I think 2 is the sweet balance. 2 pairs is a very good balance here. I think anything above 3 starts to become a little bit iffy. You know, I think 3 is good. But try do different pairs. Like, look, my pairs are very much separated. I have GJ, which is a Forex pair. I have gold, which is basically a commodity. And then if I were to add something, I would add like an indice or something, which is different, right? So it looks like gold doesn't want to close above this area in this candle. So maybe the next candle. I mean, it's still 1 minute, but it needs to do some heavy lifting in the next 1 minute for it to get above. What about swing? For me, GJ is a great swing pair, but these days it's hard with these highs, right? But in the past, GJ was a great swing pair for sure. That was one of my favorite swing pairs. But I was not a swinger, so it doesn't matter. Right, gold might close above here. 21 seconds. What's GJ doing? GJ 15 minutes closing very strong here, very close to this support. We don't have much range here, to be honest. 1.6 pips. 1.6 pips, not good. I'm realizing that above 2 pairs, I feel like I know less about how they're really moving, less deep knowledge. Yeah, exactly. Especially if it's a good week in the market. Then you're going to be confused trying to keep jumping here to here. So did we close above on gold? No, we closed at. I really need something closing above here on gold, guys. That's what I need here. GJ 30-minute closing bearish here. I don't like all of this 15-minute support and resistance here. I don't like it. We wanted ideally to close where my mouse is, around 121. 121 close would have been good here. This is where we can get the rejection and fail towards the downside. I do have one idea here. If we can come down here, since we have the 15-minute close, break these lows, close below, and the next 5-minute candle close inside the range, I'll take a risky buy back towards the top of the range. I'll take that buy. I don't know if gold is going to give us this 15-minute close before pushing. There's just no way I can enter. I'm looking at 1 hour. 1 hour doesn't give me an entry. I'm looking at 30-minute. 30-minute is not a valid entry. 15 minutes not a valid entry. 5 minutes is even not a valid entry. So there's no way I enter this unless I break my plan, which will break my wallet. Sentence is not clear? No, it was clear, did you? It was fine. Last day I waited 4 hours on GJ and then bam, 40 pips. That's how it's being these days. That's how it's being. Like, even yesterday was the same. Like nothing happened all London. Range, breakdown late, right? And then we create that support for the buys. Retest for the buys. Like it didn't come till late. The moves didn't come till late. It's just London session. Like volume time comes whenever it wants. Wow, look at this dump. I'm glad we didn't follow the plan here. We just avoided a very crucial loss here, guys. We avoided a very crucial loss. If we were trying to buy price here quickly and use a 5-minute entry so close to this resistance, look what would have happened. Straight to stop loss with one 5-minute candle here. So realize that. You guys are waiting for a trade here, but we just avoided a loss, right? This would have been an easy loss if we were too anxious and needing to find a trade. I need to find a trade. I need to find a trade. This one would have eaten you up here. Right? You would have taken a 5-minute break of high, and not today. Bye-bye. Straight to SL. Five-minute thunder on gold could be valid, but you have nothing closing even above the 5-minute resistance. Your 5-minute resistance is at 24,300. So you can't take a 5-minute trade without the 5-minute setup, right? Otherwise you're just buying into resistance. Look at GJ, it's dumping. It is. Maybe we can get a deeper retracement here, back down to 910. Close below in 5 minutes. Yeah, if this closes back in 5 minutes, I'm interested. One year ago, you had the same stream win rate. How is it possible? I'm not sure. It's because we keep the same win rate. We're consistent in our trading, right? It's gone down. It was at 75. It's come back up to 77. It depends on the month, right? It depends on the month. Higher at 77.5? Yeah, I'll change it. Don't worry. How's gold doing? Yeah, gold is breaking out of this zone here. Wonder how we can take this trade here. Now if we get a thunderstorm, will give us somewhere to put stops. Now otherwise it's very hard. Unless you just take it for, like, you know, aggressive break of high, which you would be in drawdown now. But that's not my personal style, but you know, that could be an aggressive option here. You know, you do have, the only confirmation you have is the 5-minute candle closing above the 1530 1 hour zone. So you have to rely on this 1.5 being enough. If this was NYSE, yeah, I do think that could be valid. New York session definitely valid. But that's just not my style here. That's not my style to go like that. But that's up to you. That's a personal preference. That's a personal preference. Depends on how you want to take trades here. Do you wait for closure above wicks? At this point, it's not really needed. Because you'll be entering breaking those wicks anyways. This is why I don't trade that style where you just go break of the highs here. I know a lot of people would have done that, but I get slapped so many times in the past. And I know people hate me for waiting for closures, but that's my plan and that works for me. So people have to understand that. Because I would be extremely uncomfortable holding this drawdown here, knowing that I just FOMO'd in at break of high, hoping that this creates support. I would like to see bottom wick on this 5 minute and then for it to close back in the range. Your discipline when it comes to trading is awesome. Thank you, thank you. I mean, I have to follow it because that's how I have people. That question that someone asked last year, you had the same win rate. How is it possible? It's because of that discipline, right? And we take the same trades, right? We've been taking the same trades and you can see the trades we've been taking. Yeah, sometimes it's slow. And yeah, it's been slow as of recent, right? It's been slower in the last couple of months. You know, it's not like how it was last year where we would have a trade every single day, but that will come back eventually. The point is we're making money here. It's just a matter of what time during the day does that money be made, right? Yesterday it didn't come till 7 o'clock. So it's just taking time, you know, but the setups, they come. It's just you have to be longer at the charts. It's just an adaptation we can do. We have no control over that. You know, that's why the main thing is we're here showing up in the morning, making the plan that plays out later. Like every single plan we've made has played out. Have you watched live streams when you started trading? No, not really. Didn't really sit down and watch a live stream. I did flick on a few when I was scrolling to YouTube that got recommended. But when I started trading, there was no live streams that I found. I didn't know about live streaming. Probably until 2 years into my trading journey, then I found that people live stream. Right? That took 2 years till I found out that people live stream. Do you have PDF version of price action? Yes, it's in the group, in the public group in resources. Right? If you join the public group on Discord, go to resources, you'll find a PDF there. You can see the strategy example. You'll see here price action entries. Check out my most recent video as well, guys. Check out my most recent video, very good video. Let's get this to 50 reactions. This video is about setup 4. You guys have been asking about it, so I really revealed it. Wonder how gold is doing. Let's have a look. And there you go. This is why I don't take those impulsive entries, and I hope everyone understands and sees that who's watching. 668 of you in here. I hope you guys understand that, because now you're sitting in drawdown that you have no confirmation of. Look at the 15. It looks like liquidity grab from the highs and rejection. So yeah. So two potential avoided losses here. We wouldn't be stopped out just yet on gold if we took it, but definitely on GJ would have been definitely stopped out if we took that. So we avoided 2 losses by following the plan. Right? 2 losses avoided by following the plan, which is always the way you want it to be. So leave a like on stream for that. What would you consider good spread? Depends on what pair, right? GJ good spread would be around 1 pip and below. You know, that's good spread. On gold would be below 1 pip and 1 pip. Yeah, anything, you know, both pairs below 1 pip is a good spread. If this 15 on gold was still closing above, where would you put stops? Probably below that 5-minute structure. Excuse me, 5-minute structure here, which, let's say this closed above. Let's see where that is. This orange line. So if we check the orange line, yeah, it would be, let's say this flipped and closed above, it would be here. Just so I have it below some sort of structure. Depends how deep this went though. But I would want it below some sort of structure. Most broker spread is more than 1.5 pips. Yeah, it depends. It depends on what phase we're going through. Right? Sometimes my broker spread is higher, sometimes it's lower. It depends on what phase we're going through. Like today my GJ spread is 0.3 pips. Right? GJ spread is 0.3 pips, really tight. Other days it can be 1 pip. You know? My gold spread today is 0.5 pips. Would this be set up for if it closes back in the range? Yes, it would be. It would be. Are you friends with Donvo? I saw you're following him. I follow a lot of the Forex guys just to keep up with the space. He viewed my video on stream. I don't know if he knows me. I haven't spoke to him before, nor has he spoke to me. I don't message him as I don't have anything to ask him, or I mean, if he wants to talk to me in terms of friendly conversation, it's fine, but I'm not gonna go disturb people. I think we're both busy people. So I would only speak to him if he wanted to speak to me. But we haven't spoke. quite tempted to try the risky buys if we get the close back in the range. I mean, with the 15 closing below, it's not good, but I don't know, maybe buyers can stay true here today. Did you learn price action from him? No, I didn't learn price action from him. Anyone who trades price action will trade similar, because that's the way you trade price action. I mean, you can't trade price action differently. And if you are trading price action differently, then I'd be worried. In the industry, guys, you don't want to see people doing stuff different, because the more people who are doing totally different stuff is scary. You want to see a group of individuals doing the same stuff and it working, right? That's what you need. What if price action ceased to work due to a lot of popularity some days? Then you adapt to what changed. It's very simple. That's the beauty of being a trader. You adapt to whatever changed. Price action is impossible not to work, because I'm trading based off candles, support and resistance, structure, and trend. Markets will always have candles. They will always have some form of support and resistance, some form of structure, and some sort of trend. They will always have that. So if you're trading based on that, then it will never not work. That's not possible. It's not possible. Now, yes, entry requirements can change if some dynamic changes, but that's your job as a trader, to adapt, and you will adapt based on market structure. Maybe something's taking extra liquidity, blah 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 blah. You'll be able to adjust based on that. Why do you only use lines? Because boxes are not accurate. Lines are very accurate. They can tell me exactly where my support and resistance is. Gold pushing down here. I mean, if you trust gold to range for today, selling from the top of the range is not crazy idea. It's not crazy. With previous 4 hour, we are technically mixed session here, and we didn't retest the 4 hour fully here. It's not crazy. Gold just fake out? Gold didn't fake out because nothing closed outside of the range. It's not a fake out. It just tapped resistance again. So it's not a fake out. A fake out would be if something closed above and then closed back in. This is not a fake out. There was no entry to begin with. EU looking like a good setup to fill out the big gap on the left, but that 1 hour 30 minute has no bottom wick. It does. I wouldn't worry about the 30 minute. It's closed. You don't have to care about it. And now that you have structure above, that setup 3 was very valid here. That was your entry here, setup 3, support above. You don't have to worry about candles that are closed. Right? Yes, this 1 hour doesn't have, but you don't have to worry about it once we have a 30-minute close and we have structure above by the 15-minute candle pulling back and closing above. Right, so your entry would be definitely the setup 3 here, using this as a watch zone where it is, because it's just a small resistance. No issues from that. Then you can look to your next zone there, because the candle has closed and now you created support, you have structure here. If price breaks this structure, it's going to be game over anyways. So that would be your trade, right? You could put stops even below here, right? Two questions. Where can I find info on thunderstorms, and what time frame do you normally take a trade off, Tradesharpe? Thunderstorm will be in the WOB content. Just check in the exclusive group. There's something called content library. This will tell you, it's like a directory, right? You can see what was added, sim session, okay, correct stop loss placement, and it tells you what the name of the video is. So you can go find thunderstorm. If not, just ask one of the members. They will tell you exactly what video the thunderstorm was in. It's also on YouTube, the thunderstorm entry. Apart from that, what time frame do we normally use? 15 minutes is what we normally use, 15 minutes. Guys, I'm tempted to take this risky setup as if this 5-minute closes back in the range as a 5-minute fake out, breaking the high to fill back up to here. We can, the problem is we have the 1 hour close and the 1 hour candle can do this. We can get this. We also do have 1 hour candle potentially closing strong bearish here, which I don't like. 30-minute will close bearish, 15 we'll have to see what happens. So 5-minute has closed back in the range here. This is going fast now. See if we can make a steeper top, bottom wick. And then potentially I'm gonna go and break off high here at half risk. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm gonna try it break off high here, half risk. Now that we have a good bottom wick as well. I don't like it. Yeah, that's why I'm going half risk, because I just want to try it out here. If it gets too close to the 1 hour close, then there's no entry. We wait for after the 1 hour close. We wait for another setup, because 15-minute will be flipping here. It's not going to be valid. It's not going to be valid. Right, so we'll see. If it's like 2 minutes from the 1 hour close, we'll wait. But if it happens now, if it reflips and goes, then I'm going to give this a shot. If we get close to the 1 hour close here, then I'm just going to wait for the 1 hour close. So we'll see. We shall see. We're getting around 2 minutes here, so at this point I think it's going to be best to wait for the 1 hour close, because 2 minutes is too close for me. I don't want to get triggered and then stuck in drawdown. So I'm going to wait for the 1 hour close here, and then we'll see what happens by the 1 hour close. 1 hour will close bearish here. I don't see sells till we get back below 200 here. That's the only place I see to sell. Yeah, back below, and I want to see the 1 hour try to close below. So let's see in 1 minute here if we can close below. There's possible counter trend sells as well. I'll be back, give me 1 sec. Alright, let's see how this candle closes here. You're doing the same except it's at 4 hour resistance? You mean for sells? Sketchy close here. This is closing right at so we don't have a close in, we don't have a close below. Well, we technically have it below here. 1 hour did close below, respecting this previous 1 hour support. 30 minute as well, respecting it. Yeah, it's tough. I think if we want to go with the risky idea, 5 minute close above here will be the option. I just don't like that the 1 hour is closed, but we are respecting this, you know. So I'd really like to see a deep bottom wick first, then get back above. That will give me confidence that this is just not a top wick to flip. Like, this is what I want to see first. Like, let it go down, do some business here. Retest maybe 200 one more time. If it retests 200 one more time and then get above, it could be interesting. How is gold done? So gold respected this support. That's why I'm not taking sells, right? You see, you would have just been now in trouble with those sells. Potentially, if we close above here in gold in 13 minutes, we can have a setup. 1 hour did close bullish here, so we still do have a bullish close here. 30 minute did close bearish though, but we are respecting this support. I think sells could make sense actually below 2301. That's not a crazy idea. 2301 sells is not crazy. Do you trade big lots or small lots? What do you consider big lots? I trade 8, 10 lots, 5 lots on gold. Sells below 200 makes sense. They do, but it is counter trend, right? Keep that in mind, right? We're still bullish bias. So you're going against trend in that scenario. What are we looking for in GJ? I think if we're going to counter trend sell it, it has to come below 200. There's no way you're selling it before. Buys, there is a risky buy option if we close above this 5 minute resistance here. I don't know, it's risky, but I think it's worth a shot in my opinion. Especially with bullish bias, if it plays out, it's going to pay. If it doesn't, then we've managed risk already by not going full risk on it to begin with. So both ways you don't really lose anyways. I don't see any other option though. That's the only thing here. Like even if we wait for another 15-minute candle close, you probably miss the move. And the next move is going to be above the highs here. So you're probably looking that in a while. The sells below 200 are not bad as counter trend, because we'd be breaking second structure at that point. It's only 9 pips though, it's not a big range here. 16 pips max target is 16 pips. But if this just gets going, it gets going, it will be good. Bias on GJ is actually bullish for today. We're sitting with a bullish bias on GJ. Gold retesting resistance, yeah, same as before. I want to have the close above. This is why I didn't take the sells though, because of this reason. So again, that's another loss avoided, right? You guys are noticing we've avoided 3 losses here by following the plan. The only thing we need to complete the day is for something to come and execute on the plan. And then that's my job done for the day, is that if I can follow my plan, right? That's the only thing that I'm here to do, is to follow my plan. So ideally we get either 2 things. If we're going to be aggressive, we can look for thunderstorms in here. 5-minute close bullish, next one close bearish, break of high. This 5-minute breakout, I don't know. Don't know how confident I feel again trying to go again here. Especially that we're not closing above. If we closed above, it would be different. But we're not closing above here. We're closing below. So we need at least thunderstorms. If not, 15 closes above. GJ as well trying to make its leg down here. Don't trade gold until FOMC tomorrow. Yeah, it could be a little bit inconsistent in the meantime, but you know, there's no harm. If we see a setup, it could be valid. If it follows the plan, there's higher probabilities. Early entry for sells is going to be a 5-minute candle close below. That's going to be your early entry for sells here. So that could be worth half and then adding the rest of the position on the 15-minute close. Breaking this low here, that's if you want to risk it for the biscuit, but just be careful of exactly what's happening now, right? Same thing that happened on gold, right? It's like we don't want that to repeat itself, you know? Yes, session bias is bullish. We just had very negative news. This would be counter trend. But we're breaking second structure. This could give you the leg here, re-break of this low. Right, that could give you that push down. Again, I have to follow my plan here, no choice. No choice from my side. As much as I want to try give it a shot, I have to follow my plan. Otherwise, I get stuck in stuff like this. Right? Even if that just pushed now and I missed the move, I'm thankful that I'm not now sitting in drawdown and my sell will be right at the lows. Right? You can see that happen multiple times. I'm just bringing it to your attention. A lot of the times this happens, I don't say anything. Right? I don't say anything. But I'm bringing it to you guys' attention. If you're gonna take a sell on the 5 minute, you do want a top wick on the 5 minute here. You do want a top wick on the 5 minute, I'll tell you that much. You do have a top wick. If we respect 200 here, I might give it half risk break of this 1 minute lows here. I'm just watching this very carefully. Hopefully we can survive for the 15 close and get clarity here. Now if this rejects and flips, holy crap, am I excited. If this rejects and flips, I'm excited. Counter trend sell, yeah, looking at it now. Guys, if this re-breaks the low here, I'm gonna enter half, re-breaking this low, half, okay? Because we don't have the 15. Let's see. If it's 1 minute from the 15, I'm waiting for the 15. I don't care if it pushes last minute. I don't care if it pushes last minute. Right, 1 minute here till the 15 closes. I'm gonna make the decision myself to wait for the 15. I'm gonna make the decision myself here to wait for the 15 close, because 1 minute is worth it for me. If this breaks and goes now, well, okay, fine. I mean, you could still go in, fair enough, but I want to see the close, because if this goes and closes above 200, we have problems for looking for sells here. I'm not comfortable selling if we close above 200 here. $11 here. Will we close below is the question. I need a deeper close than this. This is a bit of a rejection in my opinion. Alright, we closed here. I don't know how I feel about these counter trend sells. I have to be honest, guys. The range is not the best. Rejected last second. 5 minute is closing bullish. We do have a thunderstorm though. I'll still go half because I do think it's an opportunity with the thunderstorm now. But if we start rejecting, I'm getting out of this, even if I take a 5-6 pip loss here. Did gold close above? Gold didn't close above. I like the top wick though. I like the top wick. Where will SL be? SL would be above previous 15. Previous 15 output SL. Wouldn't you rather wait for gold? Gold might not set up, man. You wait for gold, you miss GJ, it might not set up. You have to wait another 15 minutes on gold here. Right? It might just push through, it might reject, come back down to the bottom of the range. It's hard to say. Best sells really on GJ will be below here, 820. 820 is as nice for sells. I'll give this a short break of lows. If price closes back in the range on 5 minutes, how do I feel about it? As long as it closes with rejection, I'm fine. Like this. We're messing about a lot. It's never a good sign when we mess about a lot. This 5-minute candle has to respect 200 here. I don't know now if it doesn't respect 200. It's looking fishy. Looking fishy. See if it can respect 200 here. Still will give it a shot. It's playing. I'm just watching lower time frame. Yeah, it's just very tough. This is This is tough. It's tough to know this, but I think you just have to give it a shot. It's really tough to predict if this is gonna go down or not. I mean, we're really playing games here, but I'm just gonna be very aggressive with management. Then I'll be okay. All right, good. We're protected. Not a lot of clarity today? No, not really, no. Our buy option is still available above here. Remember that original buy option, guys? That's still available. I'm not liking these sells, guys. I'm not liking these sells. This is too much rejection. Too much rejection. Too much rejection for me. I'm not liking these sells. Rejects. It's not. If it wants to go down, why is it not going down? That's my question here, you know? If it wanted to go down, it should have gone down already. I'm so glad that we take rules based on break of lows, break of highs. It saves you from all this bullshit. All this bullshit. It saves you from. If 30-minute can flip and close bullish here. Interesting. Gold breaking up. Yeah, but do we have the close? Close is in 5 minutes, right? What's price at? Yeah, it looks like it's already gone. 23.4, 23.5 looks like it's already gone. Right? Do you have a 5-minute close here? No, you just have to enter impulsively a break of this high, but you're only up around 6 pips here. You're only up about 6 pips. Now you're up about 3 pips. It's not over yet? Yeah, it's pretty much over. Only unless this 5-minute creates a thunderstorm, then we're okay. If not, then it's done. So we'll see. $15 is a watch zone. That was actually my target here. Close above the rejection wick is better. It's not bad. This is a 30-minute close, so that's a good close anyways, because the 30 minutes is a strong candle. You don't want it to leave too much rejection though. That's a bad sign if it leaves too much rejection. Like closing where it is right now is not the best sign. But this is my point. Even if you took the trade impulsively here, unless you like micro scalp it, then you're gonna be back in drawdown here, right? Now you're definitely back in drawdown, even if you took a break of these highs. Would you be interested in 30? Yes, 15 and 30 will be the same close. So it will be the same. But it has to close stronger than this. This is, for me, closing with a rejection. $30 or 15 stops. Let's see 5-minute structure. Yeah, probably below here. We want this last 1 minute to close bearish here. We want the 5-minute bearish here so we can get the thunderstorm. Also, of course, we don't want it to push up too much here. We don't want it to push up too much. We want it to give us a thunderstorm entry. So let's see if we can get this 1 minute closing bearish. Or as I should say, the 5. Can we form a thunder here? 24 seconds, 23 seconds. 30 minutes is still valid here. We just need a good bottom wick now. If we're not going to do a thunder, we need a good bottom wick. We need to close with a top wick as well, and then a good bottom wick on next candle here. And we can see if we can go above the high, stops below the previous candle here. Let's see how the candle will close here. See if we can get a bottom wick here. Prefer a deeper bottom wick here, like that. There we go. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Re-break of the high here. Watch zone here. Let's see. It's like 40 pips, yeah, but you should be managing risk here, guys, right? Make sure you're using proper stop loss here, proper everything. My stop loss will be about 34 pips here, but make sure you're using proper risk management here, risking properly on this trade, right? Don't be risking stupid amounts, of course. You know, make sure that you're following the rules. Then you will, even if it's a SL on this, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter, but I feel this is our only option for London session. It's the only thing I see, so I'm willing to give it a shot, right? If it's a setup I see, I'm willing to give it a shot. If we don't get volume, whatever happens, happens. We can't avoid that, right? Because there's a lot of things we could do to put us off the trade, but then we just don't take a trade, right? We don't take a trade. We could say to ourselves that tomorrow's CPI, this is all things that are going against our trade. We've closed too deep, we tap 5-minute resistance, blah, blah, blah. There's all of these factors in our trade here that make a difference. But at the end of the day, is it an option? Yes. Are you willing to take the risk? That's up to you. If you rather, then you just don't take a trade this session, right? You don't take a trade this session. That's your only other option, is you don't take a trade. Oh, fuck, guys. Oh, shit. We missed GJ. Fuck this, man. I hate always this is... Oh, man. Look at this 15 close. 30 close bullish. Oh, yeah. Shit. Yeah, that was nice. Hopefully we get some sort of retest. Look at this. This is good. We were so locked in on these buys here for GJ. People keep asking me about gold, distracting me from GJ. Check gold, check gold, check gold, check gold all the time. But it's okay. We're still okay. We needed to come back to the 15 here. I mean, but I would be somewhat mental break. 6 pip push here, 10 pip stop loss. Yeah, I won't let this be a loss. We'll see if we can find another way in here. I'm not too worried. Gold is still active here. Gold is still active. So we'll see what happens with gold here, if it ends up flipping or not. Yeah, gold is still active. It just has to flip to enter us. If it doesn't flip, then there's no entry. GJ, we can wait for some sort of retest. The problem is I would be mental break even around this rejection zone, so I'm entering in a zone where now I'd be cautious when it's coming back. No, thank God it hasn't pushed too much. We haven't missed too much here. 9 minutes, we could also get in on this 15-minute close. Don't blame others. I'm not blaming. I said we haven't missed much. I'm literally trying to tell you how we're gonna. I'm saying if we get a retest, I'll be able to take the entry here. That's what I'm looking for, is a retest here. If we can get a retest, I can look for an entry here. If not, I wait for the I wait for the 1 hour close. That's my only shot. The 30-minute break of the high was an entry option here for short, right? That's what we're waiting for. Fake out back in the range. 5-minute close back in the range. You know, if we can come back into this zone here, I'll be looking for buys. But yeah, that's a shame. We were locked in on gold, obviously. This would be your buys, right? Breaking this high here. 7 pips up. Full hard break even at this resistance. Yeah, we need retest, but we need a rejection after the retest. We can't just buy when it comes down, because this could flip and fail. You know? This whole spot here would have been my break-even spot. So if it taps my break-even spot, I don't know what to say. What about gold? Still hasn't triggered us. It's still pushing down here. Still hasn't triggered. We're still waiting for it to flip and break the high. Still hasn't triggered. If the 50-minute can reject and close here, I'm still keeping the order, as this will be now a setup 3. This will be a setup 3. How long to the 1 hour close? SL on gold. If it breaks the high, I'm going to put my SL below this structure here. About 33 pips. Should give us 1-to-1. Yeah, that's 36 pips up to there. We do have enough range. Some delivery guys here, I really hope that he'll just leave it. Or not. I have to go get this, guys. Give me a sec. I'll be back. Sorry about that. Let's see on gold here if we can reject here, close as a setup 3. That order, I still have it active. If it closes back in the range, then I'm gonna delete it, as it will be something different. Let's see here. Look at GJ. Look, you're telling me this right before gold. GJ, nothing's happened on GJ, guys. We're still hovering above here. I'll probably have to wait for the 1 hour close here on GJ. Gold might trigger though now. Gold might trigger. Hopefully it doesn't disappoint, right? Hopefully it doesn't disappoint. Would you keep stops the same? I don't mind putting stops up here, but I'll calculate for down here. Has to close above the range. You wait for 15, close above? What do you mean? You mean you wait for the next 15, so this one now, you wait for after this one to close? Made a bottom wick now, so at least we don't have to worry about the 15, the 15 minute making a bottom wick. Now if it can get back above the highs is where the buys would come. So let's see. Let's see. GJ? Yeah, I think GJ is coming back on us now. So now we need to see some sort of support form to get in. If not, I'm going to wait for the hourly close. With 12 minutes till the hourly close, I'm actually quite happy to wait for the hourly close here. It doesn't seem such a bad idea. Unless I can start to see some lower time frame rejections from here, then I can also look to enter a little bit earlier. But this is kind of a weak pattern, kind of like your head and shoulder pattern, right? But it's just showing that price came up, failed, came up again. 3 times it's failed, Let's wait for 1 hour close. On GJ you mean, right? Some of this LTA might want to be filled here as well. Yeah, 1 hour close here could be quite good, to be honest. You be at watch zone at gold. I'll just see how it reacts at there. But yeah, definitely a zone to watch for sure. For sure. Better to wait for 1 hour close on gold. 11 minutes, a lot can happen in 11 minutes. So if we break the high. Oh, my camera ran out. Damn. Give me a sec, guys. You'll have to check the camera out from 1995 coming in. The special camera. Terrible screensaver. How it stopped. I know, right? Did you see how it stopped? Let's see how it goes. Where's my camera? Video capture. Let's go. Number 1 camera. We don't see you anywhere on Zoom. Yeah, I wonder if there's a plugin that can stream both. That would be ideal. when you're saying phrase like NY candle, what are you referring to? I need that in context. When in context have I used that? I can't remember the last time I was saying that. So I need that in context. Next bias, NY, yeah. NY 4 hour probably. I was talking about the 4 hour candle that comes from NY. That's what I would have been talking about there. How are your streams going for long? Thanks for long stream and your patience. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can get a setup here. That's why. I mean, we're close to setting up on some pairs here. We're close. Harry, I feel you shifted to gold. Nowadays, you're not seeing GJ. Literally, man, literally, I was watching GJ like a hawk. Everyone was telling me, check gold, it's closing above, closing above. So we went to gold and we saw a setup on gold, and then we were looking at it. I was locked in on GJ for sure. Still am locked in on GJ. I'm contemplating now, guys, to take a buy break of this high, but run bigger stop loss and try leave it during the day, anticipating price will break through this zone here. Six minutes to the 1 hour. I just hope we can survive the 1 hour. Gold 4 hour close will create tons of volume, clean traffic to the high, just need to prove a volume. That's true. 4 hour close will give also the higher time frame confirmation. Let's see how this 4 hour is looking at the moment. Yeah, if that 4 hour closes at support will be great, right? If we form support on the 4 hour, will be great. Like to see GJ close a little bit strong here. This will be ideal. Gonna wait for the 1 hour close on gold. Yeah, I mean, at this point it looks like we're all gonna be waiting for the 1 hour close on gold. Unless the last 5 minutes do some big business here, we flip and fly. Flip and fly. That's what we would want, to flip and fly. We have now a 30-minute setup 3 potentially forming if the 1 hour closes above. So it will still be valid. If this 15 closes back in the range, then we're done for the gold buy option. GJ 1 hour looking promising. I might enter some before the 1 hour close here. Rebreak of these highs. Just in case 1 hour wants to pump last 2 minutes, I normally see that. And then enter rest on 1 hour. Alright, entered some. Entered half on the break of this, and then the rest I'm going to enter on the 1 hour, alright? Entered half here, but stop loss is going to be below the range because it's a 1 hour based trade. I'm only in half, the rest I want to enter on the 1 hour close. If I get the chance to do it, right? If I get the chance to do it. But this is what I'm saying, likes to push last 2 minutes. Likes to push last 2 minutes. But we're in half and we'll see if we can get the rest in. We'll see if we can get the rest in. So what I was saying, re-break of this high will be your option here. At least for half. And then the rest, we'll see how the 1 hour closes and see if we can get the rest in. Especially if it breaks high first. I would like to see the 15 close above though, that would be ideal. $15 closing above would be ideal here. If not too much of a big deal. As long as we can break the high first. So I might, let's see what the difference is of pips here. Okay, I'm gonna leave the half in. Gold is up. Yeah, we do have gold up here. 30-minute setup 3. Gold is still active. Gold is still active here. Same position also running on gold. I'm gonna leave the half here on GJ running as well. Gold, we can use smaller stops. Yeah, it shouldn't need to break this down here for this to continue. You shouldn't have to break down here. So I'd say that would be fine as well. See how my GJ is doing? Sitting at entry or not? Yeah, sitting at basically now a little bit above entry. This will take its time, I feel. For gold here, no top wick. Yeah, I mean, that's a good thing, I guess, for me. As I'm in half only, I don't really mind. Yeah, there is no top wick. What happened to my drawings? Hello, Mr. Drawings. There we go. Only threat with my trade is it hasn't broke the high here. I really needed to break the high. That's the only thing that worries me. Quite a big difference from entry as well. It's 5 pips. 5 pips makes a difference now. Hey man. Yeah, we're still streaming. Are you guys still looking at gold here? Waiting for gold. All right. Anyone took GJ as well? You guys take GJ as well or just gold you're looking at? Oh, you guys in GJ sitting quietly, huh? This is for the guys on gold here. I think I'm gonna stick with GJ today. I might stick in GJ's trade. Maybe I go 0.25% in gold. I'm not sure yet. But I'm leaning to just stick with GJ. I'm not sure about 2 positions. Also just waiting for gold. Yeah, your gold trade should be here. Maybe I'll add something. Let's see here, let's see here, let's see here. I think it's safe now to have stop loss below here. It shouldn't need to break here for 24 pips. Yeah, that would be in gold. So we have gold running here as well. Your break-even spot should be... I would say your break-even spot should be this 15-minute here as well. Setup 3 on 30-minute. 5-minute close, you want the 5-minute closing above this resistance would be great for probability wise. Above here. Which is basically the entry. And at minimum you want it closing above here as well. If it breaks the 5-minute high, should be good here. Should at least get up to this zone here. Yeah, I should get up to here. I'll move break even at that spot there. We're tapping it on my broker here. On my broker we tapped it, so I'm gonna be careful here if it comes back to entry, because on my broker we tapped it. But we'll see if we can tap it here. There, beautiful. So for me, guys, gonna move stops to break even here, make this risk free. Hopefully we can get volume in the next candle here. That's my plan on this one, is to make this break even trade as we tap into that resistance there. If you want to hold it, you can still hold it. Let's go, re-break the high, let's go. Let's go Goldilocks. Want to get back up to here. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Here we go. Beautiful. See if we can get a bit more volume here, a bit more volume. Let's go 15-minute close. Hopefully it can give us some fat volume here on 15-minute close. Let's see. Let's go gold, let's go. Ten seconds here. Hopefully we make tiny bottom wick and fly. That's what we need. Tiny bottom wick and fly. Tiny bottom wick and fly. Okay, that's it. That's enough. Now all the volume you have, gold. All the volume you have. Everything. Give me everything. Come on, give me everything. How's GJ doing, guys? Let's check GJ. GJ, we're in deep profits here on GJ. Beautiful, beautiful move on GJ as well. I'm running quite nicely on GJ here. This is great. This is great. Great on GJ here. Probably adjust stop loss to here now on GJ. 3 pip stop loss on GJ. Let's go with GJ, guys. That's what I'm talking about. Nice, nice, nice here on GJ. I'm going to close some on GJ, guys, and I'm going to leave a runner here because I think we can really run and I want to secure. So I'm going to close something here on GJ and I'm going to leave a runner. So close something on GJ there and I want to leave a runner now. Okay, so I secured something here. I want to leave a runner. Let's see how gold is doing as well. Gold is just messing about a little bit. We'll see if we can get the volume on gold. I'm sitting on break even on gold. So I don't mind if that comes to entry, but GJ is doing my business here, right? GJ is doing my business. Leave a like on the stream, guys. This is insane of me managing 2 positions here, half on half. I actually went 1% in gold by accident because I didn't calculate fast enough. Gold might come stop me out at break even here, which I don't mind. Yeah, that's me out break even on gold here. So gold took me out break even, guys. Our break even zone was very accurate here. So that's me out break even on gold, and I'm still holding GJ here. Still holding GJ. GJ is looking perfect here. Secured some. Still holding GJ. Miss GJ, look, I sat in drawdown for ages. You guys had so much chance to get in on GJ. Our TP should be literally here. This is the first TP. I closed some at because I want to try leave a runner here, guys. I want to try leave a runner, and I'll let that run. Excuse me, sorry for the burp. I got in on GJ, nice. Beautiful, beautiful. So let's mark that up. Gold, we took a 15-minute, 1 hour actually, set up 1. I got our break even for myself. Actually, we took GJ first. We took gold next. So we took GJ first. We took this on a 15-minute, and this closed for 14 so far, 14 pips so far. And this was a setup 1. If your lot size, would you recommend securing or holding? That's a good question. That's a good question. Where's 1 hour resistance? Your target should be 1 hour resistance, as that is the target here. I would consider that somewhat tapped. At this point, you can't secure because we pulled back now, so you're holding. You're holding now since we pulled back. If we get back, and now when we reach the 1 hour resistance again, if we do, then you can squeeze. Right, you can squeeze and try hold a little bit more. But that's why I secured something, because I want to just try leave a run and also get paid for this day. Secured 60% on GJ, made 0.8. Perfect, perfect. I'm going to hold until break of high. Yeah, you can. That was just a personal choice of mine, just based on us holding here. Shame about gold. I really thought we could get the same nice movement. I mean, it's still valid, but I don't want to be stuck in 2 positions, 1 in drawdown, 1 in profit. It's taking away from my profit. So I went safe way on gold because I trust gold less in London, right? So I always go the safest route, and that was, for me, the safest thing to do, right? But GJ is looking good here. GJ is looking good. GJ doesn't fail me. Well, sometimes it does, but you know. Was that a sniper close? Let's have a look. Yeah, that was pretty sniper. That was pretty sniper. So let me see in chat who took GJ. Who took GJ? Let's see. W's in chat for whoever took GJ. Well done. Good hold. Was managing gold at the same time. Yeah, I got out at a pretty good close here. I have MetaTrader open. Right? Got out a good close here. Closed up some here and left the rest to run. Leaving only 3 lot running because I told you I was in half. So yeah, we'll see. So I got to close, yeah, exactly here. So around 14 pips. Now leaving the rest to run. Now my stop loss here is only 3 pips extra. So since I closed 14 pips, if it did come back down to this SL here, I still don't lose, right? I still don't lose, right? Hope we can survive it. Would you mind explaining what was the position in GJ? Yeah, very simple position, expecting the 1 hour to close bullish if we are re-breaking the high. 5 minute as well, came, retested my zone, we saw rejection from that zone, breaking the high, I expected to respect, and I expect the 1 hour to close bullish, and then I expected the 30 minute to flip. The only threat I had is the 30 minute never flips and never breaks the high. That's the only threat I had in this position, that it never flips and never breaks the high. That's the only threat I had. But the whole idea was that we should have been in earlier and this move should continue. So once you get the extra confirmation that this is not a fake out and we create a higher low, then we should be fine instead of needing to buy up here and not get enough, right? And now our entry is in strategic place here, that even if it comes back and retests this 5 minute, we can still survive the 5 minute here, right? We still have all of this space to survive it, right? And now I move my stop here because I secured some. So even if I lose 3 pips here, I'm definitely still up, right? Because I secured at 14 pips something. So even if it does come and stop me out 3 pips, it's not going to do much. It's not going to do much. This 5 closing with any sign of rejection is going to be good for holding here. Any sign of rejection here is good. And this is what I mean. I extended stream today to show you guys that it's just about the positions coming out. We took GJ. You guys had plenty of time to get in. I was sitting in good drawdown. Who got in on the drawdown? Who got in on the drawdown because you missed original entry? Who got in on the drawdown? I want to see a show of hands. All right, all right. Yeah. A lot of people would have got in then. First entry had to be fast. Well done, well done. So yeah. Anyways, well done for staying in stream for so long, guys. W's for you in chat. So well done for sitting here, listening to the plan and just watching. So write a W in chat for yourself, you know, because that's good work from you guys as well. Because, you know, staying patient, you didn't FOMO. You saw how many things we didn't FOMO into. We waited for something with a little bit higher probability, right? A little bit higher probability. I missed it. I called it super clear. I left the position on the chart. I even put myself in drawdown here. I'm not sure. You know, I even called, I even called gold here. I showed you when. I personally got out break even. Still playing out, but I was personally out on this. Break even for me, but it's still moving well. So if you're still holding gold, you're still okay. As I was just in GJ that I didn't want to hold, but gold is also playing out here. I'm gonna put a note for gold trade here. So this is gold as well. Took this on a 1 hour close above 0.00. And this is why I hate being in 2 positions at the same time, because then I close one. But anyways. Let's see if gold played out. Yeah, gold I would consider played out fully here. Yeah, 20 pips you got on gold. That's nice. Holding gold still? Yeah, well done. You know, I would say your TP, realistically, yeah, your TP is not till this 5-minute resistance. You could hold it for 29 pips here. At least this zone here. I expect at least this zone to be tapped here, which you should be alright. Right? At least this zone to be tapped. So yeah, well done for that. I'm gonna put a note here. Hit TP was in 2 positions. This was a win, man. If we were in 1 position, we would have held that. That would have been 2 wins for today. Anyways, still holding GJ though. Still holding GJ here. I still have that to make up, and I'm just gonna leave that. See how this 4-hour candle closes. If this 4-hour can flip and close bullish, I'll be in for a little bit of a treat. Close full on gold. Let's go. Everyone eating today. Coming out B. Yeah, but then only reason I came out B is because I'm also in GJ. I need to manage risk. If I go and draw down in 1 position, profit in another position, I end my day with no money. Right? Actually, my max TP for GJ is this daily resistance. It should be. That should be the actual TP here. Alright, GJ here, guys. Whoever's holding full position coming towards the 1-hour resistance, which is technically TP here. So you have a choice here to squeeze on 1 minute or take your profits. You could squeeze on 1 minute here. See if you can get a little bit more. For me, I'm leaving a runner. I don't mind leaving it. You wouldn't have gone B anyways. I would have managed the trade. So any 15-minute candle closing back inside the range, I would have managed the trade. Because this was a watch. But personally, since I was in 2 positions, I made this a B zone for me. It's not your mistake. I think it's just since we were in 2 positions. So yeah, anyone holding GJ here, this is your first TP. You can be squeezing, as I said, 1 minute if you want to squeeze on 1 minute. Seeing if this reflips down bearish. You know, you can wait for the 5-minute close here. See if we can get above the 5-minute resistance. 33 seconds to the 5-minute close. Right, see if we can close above this resistance here. That would give you good probabilities to hold. If not, secure up. We're at 1-hour resistance. Don't be I mean, that's if you're holding full, right? $20 SL to 13.4 pips close. Measure it, man. This is a 617 pip close at the moment, and now it's your 20 pip close. That's what I mean. We hit target, so that's around 17 pip close there from entry. Right, and you can be squeezing on 1 minute. The problem is you're at target, man. You're at target, so you have to squeeze here. You have to squeeze. You can't be greedy. 2-3 pips away from 1-to-1 is fine. It's better than losing profits, right? You make 0.9%, 0.85%. It's still worth it. It's a profitable trade. It's better than losing profits. Right? On these type of pullbacks there from this 1-hour resistance, which you have to be careful of. But it's not a 13.4 pip close. SL was below here, 16 pips. 17, yeah. I just put it below 200. If you put it below the wick, 17 pips. You got TP here, 17 pips. If you rewind the stream, no, closure, I was saying if you're not leaving a runner, you hold. You hold if you're not leaving a runner, you hold till the 1-hour resistance. I did say that, make it very clear. Because you can't close, it's too early. But if you're in my position, I want to leave a runner, so I decided to close. If I was holding full, I would just close everything here right now. 1-hour resistance, done. As soon as that 1 minute reflipped, I would be out full. Close all my position. But since I'm leaving a runner, I don't really care for the rest here. Because you know me, I prefer to secure at target. For me, target's 1 hour. We completed the setup 2. That's the setup 2 we planned. Target is your 1 hour resistance. 30-minute resistance as well. 30-minute did close above though, so that is very good. No top wick though, so no top wick does decrease probabilities. So yeah. Right? I recalculated. Yeah, man. This was a decent move. You decided to close full? That's sensible decision. Guaranteed that profit right there. Even if it flies, you're guaranteed that profit. You're guaranteed it right there. How can I hold trades for longer? Do what I do, right? I don't mind securing something and leaving this to run. A little bit less than 1-to-1. I mean, at this point, I don't think it's a bad thing, you know, because you're at long term, even if this goes, that's why I'm holding a runner, because I feel this still can go and it will not care and it will keep pushing. But long term, that's the thing. I'm out, but I say it makes news high just because signs are bullish in 5. Yes. Then you can trail your stop loss below 1 minute structure even, right? That's another option you have. I mean, there's so many things you can manage the trade with this, you know. It's all a personal, but realistically, if we're looking at pure technicals, 1 hour should be our target here. No doubt about that, right? That should be a target to be in and done with, and then you look. If you would be only in gold, would I hold positions? No, I would have secured gold by 24 pips, get my 1-to-1 and be done. Right, we can see it's struggling at this zone here, so it's telling you it's not the worst close. I do think I can entertain 28 pips here to the high here. I do think that will be an option. We'll just see if that happens or not. We have no 5-minute pullbacks here. Oh, we do actually. We have one, so that's good. Anyways, guys, I'm going to leave this position here. We'll see what ends up happening and how I manage it. Congrats to everyone. Full position for me is your runner. Yeah, but see, now who's saying that this is a bad close for me, encouraging everyone to close at 1 hour resistance, right? Come on. I'm being serious. This is the second time that it's happened. That we've done this, right? Second time that we've done this. Right, that I've told you guys to close at an area and then it's rejected directly. We know technically, I'm not saying that emotionally, I'm telling you that because that's a 1 hour resistance right in front of me. We can see that, right? So yeah, anyways guys, I'm gonna head off. It's been a long stream, a lot of education, a lot of things went on. Leave a like on the stream if you enjoyed it. Pretty tired after the stream. That's been a long you know, waiting for positions and everything, but came out the day with a win. You can't complain here. Did get paid for today, so I'm happy about that, right? Where I closed, I only missed out on 3 pips before a perfect close, which I'm happy with. You know, it's not really end all be all. So take care guys, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. See you guys.